Hi. So it's 1 in the morning right now, but I feel like it's 4 in the morning because I'm really tired and I look like this. Um, so sorry for that, and also sorry for being a really bad friend and not responding to your video in a timely manner. I promise I'll try to stay more classy and not look like this and respond more rapidly in the future. I wish I could say that I had a really good excuse for why I haven't responded on time. Like, I've been doing something really cool, but I have not. I have just been going to class and getting everything together, doing a lot of homework and going to work, and it's just been taking up all of my time somehow. Who knows? So anyway, into the video. You asked me what classes I'm taking, so I will tell you. So I'm taking global strategy and strategic management and design of effective organizations. And then I'm also taking a music industry class. Yeah, good times. So, most of my classes are pretty good. My strategic management class, that's the class of colon. And I wanted to share an update with you. So not only is his name Colin in that class, but his real name in real life is actually Colin Powell. Colin Powell. So maybe Colin is a good alternative. Like, I don't know. Maybe. So that's good. And then my global strategy class is also interesting because my professor is crazy. He's really smart and a really good teacher, but he's just really intimidating and he likes to yell at people. He made this girl cry, like she was like sobbing in the second row of our classroom. It was it was fantastic actually. It was really embarrassing for her, and if it were me, I would feel awful, but it wasn't, so I'm just gonna laugh about it. He also has this weird policy. So the first day of class, he told us, I'm going to treat you like an adult, so act like an adult. And we were all like, yeah, whatever. Like, professors say that all the time. And then in class, this guy stands up and he, like, starts walking toward the door. And my professor is like, where do you think you're going? And this kid is like, oh, I'm just going to the bathroom. And my professor goes, do you have to poo? Why? Like, why? I don't understand. So this poor kid is, like, shocked and is just like, what do I say to that? Like, no, just going to urinate today. Like, so now everybody in class is, like, terrified to poo around him. Now do you understand? Now do you understand why I need to go to Harvard? Because I'm in a college class and we're talking about poo. And my last video, as you know, I'm sure, was like a rant about how people at USC frustrate me with their stupidity. And I think my music industry class is like another good example of that because, okay, I should have known the first day that we went to class because I was introducing myself to some people around me, like the kids next to me. But he was like, what's your major? And I was like, oh, I'm a business major. And he's like, oh, business. Okay. And I was like, what's your major? And he's like, pop music. Like, okay, if we're being honest, my hate is stemming from a place of jealousy because we all know that I would love to be majoring in pop music right now. But, really? Like, what are you going to do with a pop music major? And the guy on my right was majoring in songwriting. I just wish they could be smart. Like, if you were a smart pop music major, I could forgive you. But that is not the case because that is the class where a girl raised her hand and asked, what is income? But just the other day, Thursday, I had a midterm for that class, and this girl raised her hand, and she was like, "Excuse me, professor." And my professor says, yes, can I answer your question, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, "I'm just wondering if you could explain term number 26 on the sheet." And he's like, "Oh, what's that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's the doc-treene." And he's like, "I don't think that's on the sheet. The first sale doc-treene." Yeah, it was a doctrine. She did not only did she not know what it was, she didn't know how to say it. Like, she thought it was pronounced doc-treene. So those are my classes. They keep me very busy. Your other question to me was, what am I doing with my life? And the answer is, no idea. I've been filling out a lot of applications and like going through the recruitment process a little bit, but not really. I went to the career fair the other day and I got a pen. I did not get nearly as many cool things as you did or as Lexi did. Yeah, it was not that fun. The highlight of my time was I went to the Louis Vuitton table and they had a purse on it, and I was like, "Are you giving those away?" She said no, she was not amused. She did not think that that was funny at all, and I was just sad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm also applying for Teach for America, but the acceptance rate is 12%, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. And that's it. I have no idea, honestly. I really need to get my life together. And other than that, I've just been going to work, aside from school and recruiting and stuff. I've just been working at Warner a lot, and it's keeping me really busy. I signed a confidentiality agreement, so I don't know what I'm allowed to tell you and what I'm not allowed to tell you. But basically, I just babysit celebrities and shop for my boss. He's moving into a new house, so I've been looking at properties for him. I'm learning so much. My questions for you for this week, I actually haven't thought about them, but I'm going to think about them right now. 1, how are you doing? Since it's been like a week since I've heard from you, because I'm a fail at making videos. Just how are you doing? General updates on your life would be nice. 2, are you super excited for the fact that I'm coming to Boston in like 3 weeks? And 3, I think that this is not a question. I think that we should come up with a list of things that we're going to do when we're in Boston. Like ridiculous things that we can just like cross off while I'm there. Like a bucket list, a Boston bucket list. And the first one should be to carry around pots. And like hit people with them, and or like harass anyone we find with a pot. Sorry about your pots, by the way, and your $60 that could have bought you 10 burritos. I feel your pain. So I would like if you could provide like a couple items that we should put on that list. I think that would be really entertaining. Until then, goodbye.